For the first time on CraigsLife, I've gone north of the border, into Scotland. Welcome to Strathpeffer. What's it called again? Hi, it's Craig. Welcome back to CraigsLife. Once again, I'm in another hotel. This one was very, very short notice. I'm actually in a place, and I have been struggling to pronounce it. I think it is pronounced Strathpeffer. In the Highland, it is 5 miles from a place called Dingwall and about 20 miles from Inverness. So we are quite far north, and this is the view out of my window, and this is the Highland Hotel in Strathpeffer. First of all, just have a look at the view out of my window. So this road here is the one I drove up, and I turned up just this section here, and you get a wonderful view looking up at the hotel with the word Highland Hotel emblazoned all on the front. There's looks like it's a spa pavilion over there. We have a fountain down there, and this is the village of Strathpeffer. It's a very beautiful place. We're up in the Highlands. It's very green. It's a bit rainy today, and I've got the noise of the fountain through the open window here. So it is very tranquil, very peaceful, very quiet. But is the hotel up to the same standard? Let's have a little look around. On pulling up to the hotel, you can just see the hotel in the hill on the distance. Well, not as much on the distance, but you can see the hotel above the road, and it says Highland Hotel in big, albeit faded, red letters. And it looks really, really impressive. It's in a dominating position. It looks down over the village. You've just seen the view out of the window, and it looks really nice. When you actually pull up into the car park and have a closer look at some of the materials outside, you can see evidence of wood rotting, of windows, paint peeling, a lot of decay, and you think from the outside it's like, this doesn't look as nice close up as it did from a distance. But I am in room 209 on the second floor, and as soon as I got out of the car and walked into the reception was just sort of like off to one side. I'm greeted by the bar, and it just looks very nice inside. But let's have a little look at this room and see what you think. So here's a view we see as we first walk into the room. Immediately on the left here we have the bathroom. We'll have a look at that in a second. We have a mirror here, and straight ahead we open out into the room here. So a double bed. It's actually only quite a small double bed. If there's two of you in there, you might be struggling and fighting a little bit for duvet. This is weird. There's a TV program over here called The Hotel Inspector with a lady called Alex Polizzi, and she's part of the Rocco Forte hotel dynasty, and she sorts out hotels that are failing. This is something that would annoy her. What is the point of having the towels on the bed? It would be like having the pillows in the bathroom. You don't need them here. They need to be in the bathroom. They're tidy, but they don't need to be there. It's a little silly. The pillows look okay. To be honest, I haven't actually tried them, but as you can see just by looking at them, the ones on the left are not as plump as the ones on the right. So, you know, matching pillows would be quite nice. Just pressing on it, it seems quite soft. We've got lights at both sides of the bed, no plug sockets. So I'm going to have to run my extension lead. Overlooking the view of the village, we've got a table and 2 chairs here. Here we have tea and coffee making facilities. There are USBs on here, so you could always charge devices there. Look at this, the mugs don't even match. Little things. And, there's only one spoon. What if one of you is drinking tea and one of you is drinking coffee? Mind you, that said, though, there's plenty of milks, which does actually make a bit of a change. We have a mirror here and a smallish TV. And something I haven't seen in a hotel for quite a while is a copy of the Bible placed by the Gideons. Actually, after I did the video for the hotel I was in the Isle of Man, I found one of these in the drawer. So that's 2 hotels in a row where I've actually found a copy of the Bible. You don't always see that in hotels anymore. Freestanding wardrobe here. Plenty of hangers, and should we need it, a blanket. There is no fan, so I've brought my own. However, the sash window is open, and it's fairly cool in here. It's a bit of a cool day out there, but I should be okay temperature wise. Let's spin around and have a little look in the bathroom. So here we are in the bathroom. As we can see, it is very basic. This is actually a 2-star hotel. I have a heated towel rail here. It is actually switched off. And bugbears of mine, first of all, we have a curtain, which if we look at it compared with the rest of it, yep, that is mildew. And if we look here all the way around, compared to looking this way, that is mildew. That is not the best. If we look at the bath panel, you can see evidence of damage here. So it's obviously been bashed against there quite a lot, and you can see evidence of some of the damage just here as well. That's not the best. The ceiling is clean, and we have an extractor there, which is also relatively clean as well. So that is my room right here in the Highland Hotel in Strathpeffer. There's a few things that are missing from it. There's no iron or ironing board. There's no safe. I could have done with the ironing board actually. So one of my shirts needs a bit of a refresh. That's not the end of the world though. Don't let the fact that there's a few cleanliness issues in the bathroom put you off, because it doesn't necessarily reflect on the entire hotel. That's just one room. And when I walked in, there's a very strong smell of bleach as I came in, so it suggests there's quite a bit of cleaning being done. I have a bit of an aversion to the smell of bleach. I can't stand it, but I can't really notice it now. You're not always going to get this view, obviously. I did go down for dinner, and there was a 3-course daily menu which didn't look very inspiring to me, so I actually didn't bother. But I've done a little bit of research. This hotel is part of the Coast and Country group of hotels, and looking at the list of hotels, I recognise the names of some of them as being those that were owned by the Shearing's Coach Holidays group, which don't exist anymore. So I'm not quite too sure whether this is Coach Tours coming to this or whether they've just taken over the hotels. But that did actually ring a bell when I saw some of the names there. And I've seen some of those hotels, and some of them are, low on the whole, quite nice. They've got a few rough edges, a bit like this one. So that could explain that. The rough edges you can overlook because the hotel's quite good. Mind you, this radiator next to me is on, and I can't seem to shut it off. It still seems to be coming out hot, and I can't open the other window because there is no rope on the sash window. So I've only got one window open. But you know, I've stayed in worse places. As far as the location, 5 miles from Dingwall, it is just off the NC500, which is the North Coast 500 route that goes all the way around the top of Scotland. Very beautiful, very scenic, and you know, just a few miles off there. So if you were doing the NC500 and wanted a rest stop, or you're just doing a bit of exploring in the Highlands, this would be quite a good place to stay. The menu downstairs may not be everybody's taste. It's not to mine, personally. As I've always said, these views are mine, so your taste might be completely different, and you think, oh yeah, no, this is quite a nice menu. But there was only 4 starters, mains, desserts, and I didn't see anything that grabbed my attention. Apparently there's a deli out here in the square that does very nice pizzas, and there's an Indian restaurant a couple of miles drive away. So there's options. There's options about. If you're looking for takeaways in the middle of the Highlands, no, not really. I've already looked. Other little things with this hotel, the Wi-Fi is not the fastest, but you know, it's fine for me to get onto check a few websites, do my emails for work, so can't really complain. If you wanted to do high-speed streaming and downloads, then forget it, because most hotels wouldn't let you do that anyway. I can't work out whether this is a 2 or a 3-star hotel. I did say earlier that it was a 2-star hotel because Google Maps showed this as a 2-star hotel, but the booking site that I used showed it as a 3-star, so I'm not too sure. Personally, I think 2-star would have been a bit mean. It probably is a 3-star hotel for the features that it's got. And as I had a look downstairs, all the carpets are tartan, and it's all very nicely done downstairs. They all look relatively new. There's no threadbare in the public areas. It looks very nice. Of course it's tartan. We're in the Highlands. Now it's time to think about the score that I want to give the Highland Hotel. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I think this one's bang smack in the middle. This is a 3. I don't think it quite stretches to 4, but I think for what you need, it's got everything you need. For me, for tonight, which is the 30th of June, it's cost me $94.50. Now that is a little higher than some others, but we are getting into the high tourist seasons, so obviously that is reflective in prices. So I don't think that's at all unreasonable for what we've got. And as I've already said, not every single room is going to have this lovely view out of the window that I keep admiring. You've noticed I keep admiring the view, and now that it's stopped raining and drying up a bit, it might be worth a look around. But there you go. So that is the Highland Hotel in Strathpeffer, 5 miles from Dingwall, about 20 miles from Inverness, just off the NC500 in the Highlands of Scotland. So if you're ever up this way, this would be a good place that I would recommend. But that's it for today's review. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm sure there'll be some more in the future. So I look forward to seeing you again, right here on CraigsLife. Bye-bye.